these people, they know this stuff like the back of their hand. And it just makes me sad because it's like, what should I do? Should I fire them? Should I, you guys tell me, should I take the certificates off the wall? If
Welcome to Macy, she be going hard hitting, cleaning videos, and she speaking autism. We all know that it ain't what you see, but I know one thing you should take from me. It's in the MAYC, MAYC.
Hey everyone, Macy here. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I really do need advice. And normally I don't ask for advice, on the internet like this, but I really want to know what you guys' opinion is. I want to know what everybody thinks, okay? My Caden is sick. He's home with me today. So before this clip, I shared my certificates. I showed my degree from when I graduated from McKilgore College, my degrees that I got from when I was at another school, and then just some dean's list, acceptance letters, congratulation letters. And I don't have that up there for reasons that some people may think. And I also need this advice because, and I want to say that I haven't decided what I'm going to do. So it's not like, I'm asking you all, but then I already know what I'm going to do. I already know in my mind. Like, I really don't know. Okay, guys, I don't know. So I guess I can tell you guys what I need advice on. So let me provide some context first. That way you guys can kind of give me your full opinion. Okay. So the reason that I have all that up there is to motivate me. I went through so much this year. I've went through a lot of pain. And if there was ever a moment where I wanted to give up, I would have given up right after I had my surgery, because I have had so much pain. My son is sick. And so when I look at those certificates, they remind me of why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I definitely feel like when we go through hard times and we persevere, we need something to remind us of our why. We need something to remind us why we're doing what we're doing. That's why I have them right over my desk. Like, my desk is right here and they're right there. So when I'm studying late at night, I can look up and say, you know what, keep going, Maynell, you got this, girl. So let me go ahead and get into this. So basically, if you guys don't know, I have a 10-year-old that's on the autism spectrum named Caden, and I decided to go back to school to get my degree in applied behavior analysis with an emphasis in autism spectrum disorders, and eventually become a board certified assistant behavior analyst. Whew, that was a lot. So because Caden has autism, we have therapists that come into the home once a week. And these therapists are registered behavior technicians, and they go through a 40-hour training, and then they go take a state test to get their certification. So once they come into the home, my house, and they see my certificates hanging on the wall, and they find out that I'm in school to be a behavior analyst, they instantly don't really do as much as I feel like they could do. And I believe this is because they feel like I know more than they do, which I am humble enough to say that I don't. When I ask them, like, how long have you been doing this type of work? And if they say 4 to 5 years, clearly they know more than me. And so I'm very humble when it comes to these things. Like, I don't, in other words, just because. So what I'm saying is that just because I'm getting a degree in this, and to them I have more education in this, that doesn't mean that I know more than they do. Like, in hindsight, I do know, and then I know more, because for them, they do the therapy, right? Which they're very important. And I'm never going to be this analyst where I feel like I'm above them and I'm all that. Like, I'm very, very humble. So technically they would work under me, right? I would be the ones writing the treatment programs. I would be the one instructing them how to take the data. I would be the one graphing the data. I would be the one to make changes if necessary, then have to go back. But you guys, I'm still in school. Like, I'm still learning. But regardless, I'm paying them for therapy with Kaden, and not to necessarily not do it just because they feel like I know more than them. They have way more experience than I do. Just because I have more education than them, they have way more experience. Let's get this show on the road. Like, if you come in and I say, hey, can you help me teach Kaden how to tie his shoe? I don't expect for you to expect for me to know the techniques when you know the techniques and you know how to execute that technique better than I do. What are we waiting on? So you guys, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm very confident in teaching Kaden. And one of the things that I'm realizing is that in the end, that's what it's going to be. But if that's the case, should I fire them? If they feel like I can do it and they feel like they're not needed, or if they just come in and they just want to make money and they don't really want to do anything, why do I need them? So that's my question, guys. What should I do? Should I take my certificates off the wall? And this would be for the next person, not these people who already know that I'm in school. Or do I fire them? Like, I felt like they would be happy that I was learning and studying this. And I felt like that we would all work together. I didn't know that they would just take advantage of me. But you guys, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm doing the best that I can with teaching Kaden. But, you know, I'm humble enough to admit that, yeah, I do lack the experience. I do lack all of that. And I'm learning and I'm doing the best that I can. But these people, they know this stuff like the back of their hand. And it just makes me sad because it's like, what should I do? Should I fire them? You guys tell me, should I take the certificates off the wall? If I do fire them and I bring another set of people in or therapists in, do I need to get those certificates down so my son can get the full therapy experience? They not know that I'm in school, which is really bad that I have to do this, but I want to get what we pay for. I don't want to be taken advantage of just because I'm in school. You guys, please let me know.